New York City's. We have just gazed upon what could potentially be history-making basketball. Nets completely discombobulate the Golden State Warriors. Let's talk about it. As per usual, we are the front office pod. I am Eve Darbooz, and with me is the illustrious future Esquire, Sam LaChow. How are you, sir? How are you feeling this fine first day of basketball? Right? We're trying to be professional. We're trying to reel it in, take it into perspective, understand it's just one game. Dude, that was special. That was incredible what I just saw tonight. Listen, everyone who's a fan of the front office pod, everyone who's been listening to what we've been doing recently, I think it's pretty clear where our mind has been at, right? And one, I want to go back further. I want to go back to the summer that they were coming here, and I was such a curmudgeon. I was so against this whole thing, and I wanted D'Angelo to come back. I just want to tell everyone, I was a fool. I realized I was a fool last year seeing Kyrie live. I realized that I was seeing the best basketball player that's ever put on a uniform for New York City. And now that Kevin Durant has played for us, Kyrie is still the best basketball player. Kyrie was the man tonight. And you know, like we've been saying on this pod, he has his eccentricities, right? Me and my guy Drew Preem, we did a whole pod about where he kind of made me see the light of suburban kids and being a little weird and being able to express themselves and be creative and all of those things. Excellent conversation to bring me back to the reality of what he must be going through. He's just going through what a lot of young people go through when they're figuring themselves out. And it's just that he has a microphone stuck in his face all the time. And even with Kyrie's weirdness, eccentricities, child star behavior, all of those things, he is the best basketball player to ever put on a uniform and represent this city. And you want to know what? All the other things don't matter. They just don't matter, dude. Like, my God. Give me your big takeaway for the night, Sam. What did you see that opened your eyes? What was the most striking thing that got you hyped tonight? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what? For me, I thought it I would frame that as willingness. You understand? It was like with the Heat, it wasn't that they weren't willing. It was that their game, all the way all three of them played before coming together, uh, uh, made it rigid in how they would perform together, right? But the way Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving play together, they're willing participants in a free flowing ball movement, offense. I I I noticed the same thing, but what was the striking thing for me, uh, and the way that I would answer that question is, I just didn't understand how the gravity of Kevin Durant would lift everyone else's play. It's like it causes a chain reaction. Like the fact that Caris is coming off the bench and playing against guys that, he rarely got a chance to just take advantage of, made a lot of sense. Like I remember just being angry last year, and last year was a completely different thing. It never made sense to put Karras on the bench last year, but watching the way they deploy him was incredible, and that's just a byproduct of the reverberation that having Kevin Durant creates on your team. That, like, it wasn't all good, right? This is a team of strangers still, right? But the thing that keeps them, ticking is that they have a spine. Remember what I was telling you about when all the ridiculous James Harden rumors were coming out. In my mind, I'm saying if you trade the core of what makes you the Nets, even though this team isn't run by Kenny Atkinson, and I really think they have a little bit of the Yankee thing going on there, where it's Cashman and the crew kind of co-managing, sending decisions down to the dugout, kind of type of thing. As we say it in Brooklyn, it's collaboration. But I, I'm I'm shocked at how well all of that worked, because this regardless of how bad Golden State was, and I think they're going through a different thing, they're not 40 points behind us bad. These guys know each other. These guys have been playing for a while. I know there's a few new faces, Oubre, Wiseman, and all of that, but this is still Steph Curry's team, and we just pushed them aside like bullies, and it has to do with how much having a superstar like Kevin Durant makes everybody's life easier except for one person, and that's Dinwiddie. And Dinwiddie started finding his game there. I think he's gonna have the toughest time acclimating himself. He has different responsibilities. He has different roles. He really is kind of the Draymond Green of this team, and he has none of Draymond Green's skills. But man, like it just clicked, and that's a testament to what they're doing at HSS. And no one could have thought, like I thought it would have been like, hey, we'll beat them by 10, we'll beat them by 5, we'll eke it out. We'll have some droughts. Curry will set fire. No. No. We just slapped them and discarded them. And the fact to watch Kyrie and KD sit out an entire fourth quarter, it's jarring, man. It's you gotta love it. Where if you had to say, if you had to say one player was benefiting the most from having KD on the court, who would you say that was? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I want to. I just want to send my appreciation for Spencer Dinwiddie because doing what he's doing just goes to show his mama raised him right, his family raised him right, because he could just be a malcontent, you know. I'm not getting my shots. I'm not getting my possessions. You know, he could just be trying to get himself off the team, but sacrifice is clearly going to be needed from everyone. And for him to play the way that he did, he was guarding bigs. He was on switches. He was taking the toughest man. He did a hell of a job on Curry tonight. And you have to appreciate that from him. And not to bring up James Harden throughout this pod, but the shamed. Yeah, no, that like it's ridiculous because in order for something like Harden to work, he would have to sacrifice. He would have to give up all of the things that is the reason why people want him on this team. This team's problem is not offense. This team is going to be a record breaking offense when they figure out how to play together. What a lot of people don't even realize is before the Golden State Warriors became the Golden State Warriors, they had like 2-3 years of playing together, of learning how to be a cohesive unit. Steve Nash just rolled the ball out there and was like, yo, we're going to scrimmage for like 2 weeks and we're going to figure this thing out. And for them to come out and literally just manhandle this team. And manhandle is the wrong word because it's not like they pounded a team. They literally just surgically just autopsied them. I don't I've run out of adjectives for what I